We're all going to have sometimes harsh repercussions, okay? What we need to do is build the resilience to be able to handle those challenges, okay? I think that this community is a wonderful place to raise a child. We have a lot of activities that students can get involved in the community and in our schools, and I feel like we provide a quality program educationally for our students. So I think we're doing everything we can to help students be successful. But, you know, to say that we're going to protect this community from harsh repercussions, I don't think that that is really should be our goal. Our goal ought to be how to deal with harsh repercussions, because there are going to be some hard times, and you have to learn how to be resilient and how to deal with tough times. And so I think that is what we need to help the people learn how to deal with adversity, how to deal with disappointment, how to deal with challenges that you really worked hard to try to achieve something and then you didn't achieve it, how to dust yourself off and get back at it again. You understand what I'm saying? Okay.
With the expected expansion/growth of our community, about 3 times the size of what it is now, what do we need to focus on as a community?
Okay. I think education needs to be a primary focus because, you know, you guys are our future in this community. I mean, you know, it's a pretty trite expression, but it's really true. I mean, if we don't do a good job educating our students to be successful in life when they get out of school, then we are really hurting ourselves as far as the quality of life in this city. And so there needs to be a continued focus, and this city has been extremely supportive of public education, but it's got to continue to do that. And we're going to be having to build additional school facilities. We're going to have to continue to plan for the future. You know, you're asking what have we done over the past. Earlier, the first question you asked, you talked about what have you done to help make this a successful community. And one thing I think that the board and this administration has done is plan for the future as far as purchasing additional sites. We've got all of our middle schools in the next 20 years probably pretty well planned out and land purchased for that. We have also high school sites that should carry us through for probably 40 years. So we've done enough to help prepare for the future in that regard. But this community has got to continue to try to support our youth and our students, because you guys are the ones that will be leading us 20 years from now, 30 years from now, and it's important that you guys are ready for it.
As a community value our leaders and see you as one of them. Who besides yourself do you see as a McKinney leader that has power to improve and preserve McKinney for our future?
I think Brian Lockmiller, the mayor, the mayor has shown a lot of leadership in bringing forth and focusing on commercial and retail growth in this community. Industrial growth in this community, and I do believe that our school board has shown tremendous leadership. Our board members are dedicated to doing what's in the best interest of students, and that's what their focus has been. I believe Bill Dowdy, who passed away just a couple of weeks ago, was a tremendous influence on this community in a positive way. He really showed what it means to be a servant leader, and you know, he is a good example of what one individual can do over the course of their lifetime to make a difference in the community. Bill Dowdy was a phenomenal man. So currently speaking, I believe that Lynn Sperry, who has been a board member for a long time, she and her husband have been extremely influential in this community and have helped a lot in making sure that we have a beautiful city with the Crepe Myrtle Trail and the focus on trying to help with the people that are disenfranchised. Larry Robinson, who is in charge of 3E, where they provide mentors for and adopt schools that are Title I schools that are low-income schools, has done a lot in trying to improve this community. There's several people. I could go on and on. Okay.
Our project's focus is on our dreams for the future. Share with us the possible future you see for McKinney if we remain on the path that we are taking.
If we do what now? Okay.
McKinney, if we remain on the path that we are taking.
All right. Well, I believe that our city government right now has done a lot recently to try to increase industrial development, and they've really tried to lay out a plan for the infrastructure to make sure that we have the infrastructure we need. I feel like I said, we've purchased additional land for the future, for future growth. That planning and looking ahead and saying, okay, we have 140,000 people living in this community right now. We're still growing, and we probably will start growing real fast again in the future. We've got to think ahead and think about, okay, what are the boundaries for the schools? What do we need to change in the future when we add additional schools? What are some things we're going to need to do? And to keep our focus on providing a quality learning environment for our students and hiring good teachers. I think that should be my role, is making sure that we have good teachers working with our students. And as long as we keep doing that, we're going to have a bright future ahead of us, I think.
Yes. Looking at where McKinney was 5 years ago and where we are today, is there anything in McKinney's future that is preventable?
Okay. I would hope that we can continue to be viewed as a great place to raise children, and also like second best place to live in the country. I mean, that's a big honor, and that shows that our forefathers, our leaders in the past, have done a good job of creating a good environment here for quality of life. And we just got to work towards making sure we don't lose that focus. I think that if we quit trying to take care of our students and thinking about the future and creating good quality of life here, then we will probably be on a decline, you know. And so it's just important that we keep our focus on creating a good quality of life here. And if we don't, if we become too selfish and just think for ourselves and don't look at the needs of other people in this community, then we're going to be really hurting ourselves. Okay. Is that it?
Yes.
Well, those are great questions.